Clotee here. Remember, patience whipples my name. 'Tis true.
I'm Margaret Ann Brady. I'm Zipporah Feldman.
I'm Hattie Campbell.
Abigail Jane Stewart is my name.
And we are here with the final girl. I know I didn't do her chronologically. Technically, she was supposed to be before Margaret. But I did tell you that I had a favorite, and that is Zipporah Feldman.
Time to do something.
Zipporah Feldman. Age 14, Lower East Side, New York, 1905. Zippy is a Jewish immigrant from Russia who lives in a rundown tenement apartment in New York City. Her destiny is to become a famous actress, but she needs your help to follow her dream. Let's begin her journey, shall we? Here we find Zipporah. Looks like she is backstage of a theater. This little desk that she's writing. She's backstage where they handle all the curtains and the backdrops and the props here. And we find her writing in her journal. I'm very excited to start this journey and see what she has written. Let's visit her journal. We're gonna look through the music here. Alright, we're gonna listen to her voice lines. Let's see what she has to say.
I enjoy being a prop girl in a famous theater, but I can't help feeling that I should be doing much more. Everyone raves about the theater and all of the wonderful performances we offer. They are all, as they say, really top-notch. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than backstage at the theater, except of course at center stage, bowing to a cheering audience. Mama gave me my first diary just before we left our little Russian village. She was right in thinking I'd have much to record about our new life. My sister Tovah remains 100% dedicated to her union organizing, even though Mama says that chicken that sticks out its neck gets its head chopped off. Papa says he's sure that I will be a big star on the stage someday, from his mouth to God's ears. So far, most of the people I've met in the theater business have been really generous to me with their time and experience. Yet it's plain to see they're very ambitious too. I guess all of us are. To see a spring flower in this city, or even a tree, one has to go all the way up to Central Park, it seems. A far cry from what it was like in Zarichka, our beautiful little Russian village. My friend Yitzy thinks he's such a big guy around town. He must be the most annoying friend I've got. When we all arrived at Ellis Island, the doctors marked the back of my coat with chalk to show I was a health risk. If Tovah had not known to turn my coat inside out, who knows where I would be now? I cannot believe Mama still refuses to give up her shito. I mean, to wear such a wig is traditional for Jewish women at the old country, but not here. I love keeping track of all the props we have here at the theater. So many beautiful things, each with its own special story. One of my favorite spots is the Café Royale on 2nd Avenue. It's always filled with actors and all the other interesting theater people. On hot summer nights, the only decent place to sleep is up on the roof of our tenement building. At least there's a cool breeze and a few stars to lull us gently off to sleep. One of my favorite actors is Yekl. He once called me a little bluebird because of my blue eyes. There are so many things you could become here in America, so many paths. I cannot understand how a person is expected to choose only one. If for some reason I could not be an actress, I think I would want to be a famous scientist like Madame Curie. The best times are when the theater is crammed full of people applauding so enthusiastically. You would think maybe it was thunder. I should be so lucky to receive such an applause. I used to read the newspaper practically cover to cover, but now I ask you, does a busy person like me have time to read the newspaper anymore? One of my favorite words in English is dimut. That could almost be a Yiddish expression. I enjoy being a prop girl in a famous theater, but I can't help feeling that I should be doing much more.
We're going to read her bio now. I'm going to change the music just a bit. There we go. So you can probably hear my voice a little bit better. Zipporah Feldman. Nickname. My friends call me Zippy. Papa sometimes calls me Lilbumblebear. I'm probably gonna mispronounce a lot of stuff. I apologize. Which means little potato angel. Age 14. Birthday June 23rd, 1891. Born in Zarichka, a beautiful little village in Minsk, Gubernia in Russia. Lives in a small apartment on the lower eastern side of New York City for now. Distinctive personality traits. I'm extremely determined to know my own mind, even if it does change frequently. I admit I sometimes get impatient with people who cling to old-fashioned ways. Maybe it's because I am so driven and passionate about taking advantage of every opportunity in life. I also think I am enthusiastic about learning new things and very loyal. Favorite people. My sister Miriam, my friend Blumawolf, and my uncle Shmuley, who always make me laugh. All of my friends who work in the Yiddish theater. I guess Yitzy Silver too, even though he acts boastful and sometimes very annoying. Family tree. My papa's name is Yasha Feldman. In Russia, he was a violinist and a music teacher at the Imperial Conservatory in St. Petersburg. Mama's name is Sarah Feldman. Although she still keeps too many traditions from the old country, she is now a dressmaker with her own clients. My two sisters, Tovah, who is 19 and a union organizer, and Miriam, who is 17 and married an Irish boy. My uncle Shmuley and Moshe also live in New York City. Loves acting, the Lower East Side Theater District, and the Yiddish theater above all. Being backstage as a prop girl at the theater is okay too. Sitting in cafes with friends, Hanukkah, and other Jewish festivals, and learning new and interesting American expressions, like dimwit. It is a big job and lots of responsibility. But just yesterday, Mr. Nussbaum, the theater manager, promoted me to this higher position. He says he should be so lucky to have someone so organized as me, for every part of the business. So that's his name, Mr. Nussbaum.
You're right.
This is my first collectible. It's a mirror that was donated to the Thalia Theater in New York by a wealthy immigrant from Russia. Visit me backstage and try to find where I keep it. Right, the next one will be where do I keep my diary? Well, we just found the answer right here. April 16th, 1905. I've decided to keep my diary here at the theater where it will be safe and private. So, oh, but we don't know exactly which part of the theater. Let me see. Okay, it's the trunk. There we go.
Nice work. You're right.
Papa bought me this book of poems by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Sometimes when I sleep on the roof at night, I recite to myself the words of the Song of Hiawatha. Can you find where I keep it? The next question will be, who is considered the greatest Yiddish actress of all time? April 16th, 1905. I've decided to keep my diary here at the theater where it will be safe and private. As prop girl, it is easy for me to tuck this little book into an old trunk where no one ever goes but me. Mr. Nussbaum is a mensch, a very good person. He has said I may be here as much as I like even when the theater is dark and I am not officially working. Dark means we are in between plays. Which we are now since Shulamith ended. Or Shulamith. Do you have a place to keep things safe and private? I have my own room. What do you mean you have your own room? I have my own bed, closet, and dresser. We are very crowded in the tenement on the Lower East Side, but you must be quite rich. I'm not rich. You may not realize it, but you are compared to most of the people I know. April 17th, 1905. There is nowhere else I'd rather be than right here backstage, except of course we're standing at center stage, bowing to a full house after a brilliant performance as the leading actress of my time. Not sure if Mr. Nussbaum knows about that part. I am convinced one day this dream shall really come true, but it will take how long, I wonder? What do you think about a girl wanting to become an actress? I think girls can do anything they want to do. You showed up. You sound like my sister Tovah. I agree with Tovah. I would like to believe this, but I have so much tradition in my blood, just like my mama. A boy shouldn't get all the fun. I can see your point, Kristen. Sometimes that is just what I think. Later, I am grateful for my job as a prop girl, but how I long to be an actress, especially after spending a day sorting through a pile of props that were recently donated to us, making sure we had a record for each one. Such a lot of work. Do you wish for me to tell you about the props we've received, or what? tell me about the pipe. Though we will see many interesting things, I especially like the carved wooden pipe. I put it into my mouth and walk around backstage acting like an old man. Everyone seemed to laugh, which made me feel good. "15 or 16 only, but he knows how to handle himself all around this town. At least he talks and acts like he does." "Don't know if I should go with Yitzchak to the cafe, Kristen." "Why not?" Yitzchak, what a name. "I must mend the picture that Marna broke on stage last night when I was actress. When I am actress, I will not be so klutzy. I don't want to fall behind in my work and make Mr. Nussbaum angry." A thought about Yitzy. These days, simply by delivering suits to shops uptown, Yitzy gets paid well enough that he always has some money of his own. But even before he had money, his head was big. When I first meet him, it used to annoy me so, this big way of seeing himself, but now I find it not so bad. He even is sometimes more fun than nuisance now. Kristen, do you know anyone like Yitzy who acts big? Sometimes. These people can be good to have around, or not so good, depending on the situation. Has anyone ever told you that you're acting big? Never, thank goodness. Sometimes when you are confident and know things, it is hard to not act big. So don't feel too bad if someone accuses you of it. See, I am using many new expressions of English as I am finding out it is nearly as colorful a language as Yiddish. When Graf Mr. Nussbaum told me of his thinking, I had the most incredibly hard time not saying to him my main thought, that I hope he will write in a part for me. Often, Kristen, I have a hard time keeping my big mouth shut. Do you have a trick I can use to develop patience? Take 3 deep breaths. That is good idea, Kristen. I promise I will use it in the future. Thanks. Happy to help. By the way, do you think I should have told Mr. Nussbaum about wanting a part in the play? Absolutely. But I am so young, this is such a big dream for one so young. Well, it's good to have big dreams. Thank you for understanding, Kristen. I must hurry home. It is close to evening and I must return in time for Lynch Benchten. I'm totally mispronouncing this stuff, I'm sorry guys. That is when we light the Shabbos candles and say blessing as we do every Friday evening. Ganzen. April 23, 1905. My teacher says that of all the 8th grade students in our school, we who were not born in this country, I have made more progress than anyone in reading and writing English. This is a good thing to hear. These words say to me that I might someday be a convincing actress for all the world to know about, not just the Jewish immigrants who live here on the Lower East Side. What school subjects have you made good progress in, Kristen? I loved history. Oh, so that's why you have so many questions for me. Because I come from the shtetl, from a heritage steeped in tradition and history. Many people, it said, go to Romania and Poland to try their luck. Often they tour all over Europe with a theater company, so when they return here, already they are well known. It is true, we have a question that does ask who is one of the great, who's considered the greatest Yiddish actress of all time. I thought it would have been on this page, but maybe it's coming up. Kristen, do you want to travel to Europe? I already have been to Europe actually. You are so lucky. Did you try your luck on the stage? No, I was only traveling. I am sure you had a wonderful trip all the time. All the same, for me, I can't understand why anyone would go to Europe except to tour in a play. Hope you guys are enjoying my high quality 5-star accent. Really doing great, yep. There we go, Rachel Kaminska, the greatest Yiddish actress of all time. We can answer this question.
Right, how about that?
This brush was given to the theater by Bessie Tomaszewski. Tomaszewski. Another great actress. The bristles are soft and do not pick you. Pick you? Oh, that would say prick you. Okay, do not pick you when you rub your hand across the brush. We use the brush as prop here, and sometimes I lend it to the makeup girl when she prepares the actors. Do you ever put pictures on your walls too? Oh yes, I have a few. Of actresses? Actually, none of these. I have paintings. So, I'll just say actors and singers and movie stars, but that's not true. I don't have any of that. What is a movie star? Haven't you ever seen a movie? I don't think movies were around yet, were they? I think that was the 20s, right? That's Miss Huggis. I've heard of these new movies, but Yitzy say they don't have stars, not like the theater. and even someday to me too. What it would be, how astounding to be known as the greatest of all actresses. I go to sleep with this dream in my head. The thought of Rachel Kamiska coming to America brings back memories of Ellis Island. Let's see, what happened to you on Ellis Island? We were there for hours waiting to get through inspection, terrified that one or all of us might be sent back. April 26, 1905. Writing English words on these blank pages make me remember the day I started my first diary. It was on September 1, 1903, a date I remember well. That first diary was given to me by Mama before we left our village of Sharinka in Russia, to come across the ocean to America to be with Papa. So many memories I have, my friend Kristen. Well, tell me about the diary. There was the very first time I wrote. In it was after we had arrived here, and not a word in English did I know then. Life has many unexpected occurrences, so many changes. I used to hate change, but now I think I'm growing to like it. Except maybe not so much the bad changes. Though I only know a little bit more than she herself, that is for Mr. Nussbaum to reveal. I am thinking about something else Minnie spoke to me about. But what did she say? She says she had decided to become the best soubrette of our time. What's a soubrette? Soubrette. A soubrette is a girl who is known for her many talents on the stage and for her liveliness. Many say such a girl would know how to sing and dance and sometimes to play many musical instruments. She might even learn how to be a trapeze artist. Which part do you think would be the best? I love to sing, I'm gonna say the singing. It would be such fun to sing, but Mama would be horrified, especially if then to get on stage become easier. I must think more about this. Okay, so right here we have the answer to another question. What is the name of the first play acted in? It was called Shulamith. Or Shulamith. Miriam and Sean gave me this ribbon for my 13th birthday. It was part of a whole set. I can't imagine how much it cost them. They feel like real silk too, but of course I didn't ask. Later. So, I decided I must choose a path to help me be on stage more often. I must make a plan. Either I will do everything I can to take a trip to Europe and be in the theater there, or I will learn all I can about dancing and singing and things like that, become a soubrette. Like Minnie was talking. One or the other, or neither. Kristen, I am desperate for your advice. What is it, Zippy? Which plan do you think I should try? Tour Europe. That sounds fun. Why do you suggest this? Make a name. You can make a name, return to America. You'll be a big fish in a small pond. You can visit the old country. How could you resist all that travel? I will do as you say. Oh, how I wish it were happening right now. April 30th, 1905. My sister Tovah, though she must share the parlor with me before sleeping, doesn't mind. But why don't you put up a picture of someone who has done great things for humanity? She asked me. After I put up another picture of Rachel Kaminska. What Tovah say is true. If Miss Kaminska came to this city, would not all of us benefit from her way of expressing deep feelings? This is what great artists do, don't they? They help us all to discover what we are inside. Yeah, sure. What artists help you discover something about yourself? A singer? Does she sing in the theater? No, I hear her on the CDs. She's gonna be like, what? Never heard of this thing, but there are many English words I do not know. To my nearly disbelief, Yitzy knew them. Hello, Yitzchak, they said to him. Mr. Gravenstein, Miss Gravenstein, said Yitzy, standing. Then he introduced me, even calling me an inspiring actress. Do you know the meaning of that word? It means you are on the path to something. I nearly blushed to hear it. This was of great interest to the Gravensteins, and they asked me all about what I was up to. What luck to be introduced to the Gravensteins. What do they do? They are what is known as theater promoters, or maybe talent scouts. Yitzy, even though he acts as if he knows everything in the world, this he is not sure about. May 7th, 1905. A girl by the name of Dalet is now working here. Mr. Nussbaum hired her. I hope to make her a new friend if I can get over my envy. Uh-oh. Zippy is envious of this girl. Do you think it's terrible of me to be envious? Well, why are you envious of her? What does it matter? Envy is not such an honorable feeling. What job does she have? She does makeup. She will be able to be close to all the actors every night the play is going on. What if she gets to put the makeup on Jacob Adler or someone as great as he? I have handed him props, but this would be even better. Later in the day, When I began this new diary, it seemed fitting that I should recall the day we arrived to America, because so much has changed since then. We came out of the inspection into a great throng of people. All of us so grateful that we weren't to be sent back, and then there was Papa, bursting into a huge smile and hugging all of us close. I nearly cried to see him after so long. Have you ever been away from your family for a long time like my Papa was? Yes, I have. Then you must know the way I felt when I saw my father. Yes. I was happy to come home. Home truly is the best place to be. There was something a little unfamiliar about him, and this is what made Mama cry. The long, beautiful curls. Ah, okay. That's what made the mom cry. He had cut off his side locks. I'm still amazed at how easy it is to get so many things here in New York. Even pencils, which were hard to find in Russia, and everywhere here. Mr. Nussbaum says that they have machines that can produce hundreds of pencils a minute. The next question we need to be on the lookout for is, what does my papa do that makes him so busy? I am glad I am keeping track. In this way of writing it all down. Otherwise we just forget, and Mama says when I am older I'll be so glad I have a way of remembering. Do you like keeping a diary? I actually do. Do you write in it every day? I feel like I've gotten worse at it over time. I sometimes forget. What are you busy with? Chores. Chores sometimes take a lot of time. But I am still doing so well in school. She cannot find reason to really complain. Mama will never understand me. Of this I am sure. Nor why am I always thinking of my future in this land of opportunity, as it is called by so many. Do you feel as frustrated as I do sometimes when people find it difficult to understand you? I'm not sure, but I know it'll be something great. There are many wonderful things to be. So this is another reason why to me acting is so important. On stage you can use all of your feelings from real life to bring life to your character in that way. Do you understand why I like to be an actress? I know exactly what you're saying. Do you do anything to use feelings such as this? I pretend I'm the characters when I read books. That is almost like being on stage. now I am thinking there must be a way for me to make my own visit to Romania and to other famous places of Yiddish theater. But Romania first, because that is where it all first began. Do you think I should find out more about traveling to Romania? Well, if you want to. It would be exciting, don't you think? You will learn a lot of new things. Yes, I would see so many new people. And foods. You're making me want to go right now, Kristen. You sound like you have traveled a lot. A little bit. The world must be full of magical places to visit. It was true from the moment she first saw Papa after we passed inspection on Ellis Island. And it is still true today. What's wrong with being a star of the Yiddish stage? I would like to know. Nothing's wrong. Maybe you are right, but I have to find a way to convince my mama she's against the whole thing. Let me know when you do it. I certainly will. And especially the thrill of opening night. I want to be one of them, the actors. More than anything, I am so frustrated that so far my only role has been that of a girl who gets eaten by a lion. Do you want to know more about my first role as an actress? Sounds exciting. Oh, it was. It lasted only a few fleeting moments, but I know I could feel the energy of the actors and audience. I knew exactly what it was that I should do. I felt so at home on the stage. Have you ever felt such a feeling? Yes, I have. Then you'll know how I felt. Magical. But still, she finds out from paper every piece she can find about our theater district and lays it on my pillow for when I arrive home. Is this not proof that she loves me even as I am? What about you? Do you think you are more like an artist or maybe the more practical type? Oh, I'm definitely an artist. kind of art do you do? Well, I actually do many different things. A lot of these things. You must be very talented artist. He knew I was not happy with his words, for he smiled and said, "But I think you'll be pleased with what comes next, Zippy, even if it's not this mamele." Let us hope he is right. Do you think it was rude of me to show my disappointment? I guess I'll say it wasn't rude. It's okay to be disappointed sometimes. And I was so wanting to be mamele. I do not know how you say that word. Mamele? Mamili? I must find out more, but right now, more important, I must hurry home for Lynch, Bunchkin, and Shabbos dinner. How I will be able to think of anything but this play, though, I do not know. I have been wondering, are you Jewish, Kristen? No, I'm not. Are you part of any religion at all? There are so many in America. Oh, yes, I am. There is another great thing about this America. You can believe in anything that you want to believe in. Do you know how wonderful that is? Yep, America. Of course, there is freedom of religion in America. It is good to be grateful for all kinds of freedoms. That is why I told Yitzy I could not walk with him over to Broadway to see all that is happening. He cannot understand why I would want to spend a day like this inside and, as he says, practically in the dark. What should I do about Yitzy? It is difficult when you have a friend who cannot understand what you want. Or maybe you should invite him backstage to hang out with you. Maybe he'll see how cool it is. Perhaps he would refuse. In any case, I think I will wait until I can invite him to see me in a great role on the stage. Later, I will find out more from my friend Boris, who is also here. He has been speaking with Mr. Nussbaum for some time already. I am dying of curiosity. Do you ever have trouble sleeping at night from too much excitement? Sometimes. But you know what to do when that happens? Please tell me. Count sheep. Ah, what sheep? I live in a tenement in New York City. Do you know who it was? It was Jacob Kalish. I shall have to write down more about him later, so that when I am old and have had a long, successful time of being great actress, I will remember the very night I met this famous man from Europe. Mr. Joseph seems to be known by every Yiddish actor and actress there is. Now I know him too. So what has he done? Before coming to America, he toured all over Europe appearing in Yiddish plays. His stories had us all nearly mesmerized. His tale of being on stage in the great cities of London and Paris and Bucharest, Romania. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Bucharest, Romania? So I believe this was actually a few pages back, but he teaches violin if I remember correctly. Yes?
Very good.
Yes. This necklace was given to me by Mommy, only a few short weeks before she died in the factory fire. She told me that she was passing by one of the costume jewelry stores on the way to the diamond shirtwaist factory. I know it is a simple thing, but when I put it on, I can imagine myself another Rachel Kamishka. What is Dilek's job at the theater? That'll be our next question. June 22nd, 1905. I put to Mr. Kalish so many questions about his experience of touring with the theater that today he brought to the Thalia a bundle of photographs from his travels. We all pored over them in great excitement. If I do not get the leading part in this play, or any part for that matter, I shall find a way to try my luck in Europe. I am determined. Did you ever have an opportunity you wanted so much it was nearly in your mouth like a sharp, wonderful taste? That is just how I am feeling this minute. I don't know if a sharp, wonderful taste is a good thing. What's a sharp, wonderful taste? What? I've had some good things happen and some bad. I guess I'll be realistic with her. Yes, this is true for most people. I just like to think about the good things. Well, that's a good trick. I think it is. Ah, here we go, the new makeup girl. That must be her job. Yes, she is a makeup girl. This ring was a gift from Yitzy. Maybe it's not so fancy, but I think it's beautiful. He says he got it from some of his jewelry connections uptown. That Yitzy, he can be so annoying at times, but then suddenly do something so nice. I no longer feel envious of Delit, that she gets to be the makeup girl. I wonder if I will become friends with her. The backstage is bustling with activity. Want to hear more about it? Okay, what are the people doing? Around my little desk here, actors are milling about, talking, laughing. When they are not discussing the part they shall play next, their talk is much about their lives back home in Europe and Russia. Okay, I think we just found the answer to another question. A girl named Raja, or Raha. Oh no, they don't. That's not. That'd be the name of the girl, right? What's the name of the lead character? Oh well, maybe the question hasn't unlocked yet. I think it's Raha. Raja Raha. I'll just say Raha. Raha is horrified and tells her father she refuses his boy. But the rest of the story I will have to write later, as I hear Dele calling me. I hope she asks me out to the cafe. Delit asked me to go to the cafe for some coffee and theater talk. Do you think I should go? Absolutely, go girl. I will. It will be a chance to make friends with Delit. Della says he loves theater and has many important friends on Broadway. That is where all the most respected American theaters are, where they speak English and get many reviews in the big papers. If you really want to know your name in lights, that is the place to be. Have you ever heard of Broadway? Have you ever been there? Someday I hope to go. Oh, I've heard of it, but I've never been there. Perhaps someday you will go there, and you will see me perform. Okay, now we can answer the question.
Very good.
Mama brought this jewelry box with her all the way from Russia. She says it was originally made in St. Petersburg and used to belong to her great aunt. After Yitzy gave me the ring, Mama gave the jewelry box to me. Our next question will be, who is Mr. Amirska? The rest is all about Raha trying to keep up her disguise. Then there is a little surprise and happy ending. I can't tell you that part now, though it will have to wait. Do you think I should audition? Absolutely, Zippy. It's your dream. Oh, I think I will. I just know that this role was meant to be mine. The only problem with asking Yitzy is that he may squeal on me and tell everyone, including my mama, that I'm auditioning. Should I ask Yitzy for help or just try to learn boy mannerisms on my own? You should ask Yitzy. You're right! What do I know from boy mannerisms? I'll do it. I'll ask him the next time I see him. It was almost like being interviewed, so maybe I am preparing for my future in more ways than one. Having someone around who helps and supports you in doing something important is a really good thing, don't you think? Absolutely. Definitely. It's almost like it is a comfort. It was such a nice day, and the many street vendors were so busy they barely noticed us. But one day, they will all know me when I pass by. Do you like to be noticed? Debatable. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'll say no for now. Why is that? I don't think I'm really good enough at anything to be noticed like that. I do not believe this. You are so clever and so smart. Oh, thank you, Zippy. Ah, there we go. Mr. Amirska is the Lit's uncle.
Hooray! You got it!
This beautiful music box was a gift from my sister Miriam and her husband Sean. I think Sean must have bought it here because I don't remember Miriam having it back in Russia. When the theater is quiet, the music it plays makes me remember them both. Right, the next question will be, what happened to the first time Dalit tried to act in front of an audience? Ooh, she's gonna try acting. Plot twist. I am sure if they were planning anything exciting or interesting, Dalit would tell me if she knew it. Oh well, maybe Boris will know something. A good friend should always tell such things, don't you think? Yes, I agree. Then why is she not? Maybe she's not a good friend, maybe she thinks it's none of your business. Tell her how you feel. Oh! I did not think of this. Perhaps she has forgotten some things since coming to America. America is an open society where it's okay to talk about such things. July 8th, 1905. Today I am not so good. I have spoken to Mama and Papa about my invitation from the Gravensteins, as they completely refuse. They will not hear of it, not even for a minute. Kristen, is it? It is as though they are deaf to my reasons and my logic. What did your father say? Papa said, Zippy, my nutches, my special joy, even if I could pay for a trip for you, you are barely 14. Think instead of display, maybe with even a role for you. Right here on 2nd Avenue. But I don't want to. I want to throw all of Europe, and right now. He laughs loudly at this and then teaches me a new English expression. Curiosity kills the cat. Maybe so, but I am not that curious. What about you? Has curiosity ever gotten you into trouble? Yep. And you have heard this expression about the cat? Oh yes. Ah. And it doesn't bother you. I think it's good to be curious. Dalit wished me luck and gave me a big hug. But when I said to her, I want you to be the one who does my makeup, she laughed like I had made her a joke. You never know what will happen, she said. Now what meaning do you make of that? Something fishy's going on. What does that phrase mean? Fishy equals stinky? Sounds bad to me. Then it is that I hear the voice of the lead. She says, "Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't think anyone was in here. But if this is true, I am a tree frog." She knew at what time my audition was my audition. "I know what you will be saying about this, Kristen. You have warned me to watch out for the lid. So what are you gonna do?" "I do not know. Do you have any ideas?" "Talk to her. It would be so awful if she had only made a mistake." In fact, the director asked me to begin again after she had left, and my performance, I am sure, was even more powerful the second time, so maybe she did a favor to me. Should I apologize? Maybe you should. Why? Well, you didn't have to yell at her. Even when people are awful, I suppose you're right. July 18th, 1905. I knew I was meant for this acting life. Me, Zipporah Feldman, is one of the 3 names on the list of callbacks for the role of Raha. What did I tell you? Already I have seen in my imagination how I will be called the sweetheart of 2nd Avenue. They will say, well, maybe that is too proud and bold. Do you think I should invent a stage name? What would your father say? Good point. Mama and Papa would hit the ceiling. It is not time to choose a stage name just yet. I shall stick with Zipporah Feldman. Later. Now that I've had time to calm down, I can say I did the very best I've ever done. So if I do not get this part, I will be surprised and disappointed very much, but I will not feel ashamed for any reason. Are you interested in hearing how it went, Kristen? What scene did you do? The scene where the rabbi becomes suspicious that Raha might really be a girl, and she is in great danger. You could hear a pin drop. That is how they call it in English when it becomes totally silent all around you. July 25th, 1905. The maid had disappeared like a winter cloud in spring, and I wonder where could she be these days? Her eyes would pop out when she comes in and sees the gas list. If I do not get my chance to tell her the good news first, she will be my makeup person for sure. What do you think she is up to? She has a boyfriend. Oh, I had not thought of this. You think she is sneaking away to be with a boy? You think maybe her uncle and Mr. Nussbaum know this boy? So, it is again a girl playing a boy's part. Like me, I cannot wait to prove to all the audience that I am a swaggering, spitting boy. Okay, Zippy. Do you think I will look strange dressed like a boy? The clothes sound strange even for a boy. What do boys wear where you are, Kristen? T-shirts. No coat? Nope. This cannot be true. All around me, I feel currents of something I do not like, but maybe I am making something out of nothing. It's like she has a gut feeling. I am so upset. What shall I do? What happened? Passing by Mr. Nussbaum's office and looking in, I saw the litter with Mr. Nussbaum and an elderly man. Of course, this must be her uncle. Immediately, I thought to stop and say hello, but before I could do that, Mr. Nussbaum saw me and quietly closes his door. Oh no. Do something about it. You are right. I cannot ignore this feeling like a 2-pound matzo ball. The closing door put a strange sudden lump in my stomach. The worst part of it all is that she was so convincing as my friend that maybe she really is a better actress than me or anyone else around this place. Have you ever felt betrayed like this? Probably not as bad as you've been in that way. Then you'll think this is bad betrayal. You deserve that role. It is so good that you understand. No matter what you decide, still you must give something up. What would you do in this situation? You can't leave. You just can't, Zippy. I know. That is what makes this so terrible a situation. I am, what do you say, stuck between a rock and a hard place. So now maybe we should let her see what it really is like to be an actress. I hope the lid fails. Are my feelings cruel? Give the poor girl a chance. I do not feel like being charitable or nice, so why should I? No, I hope the audience cannot see the performance with the same eyes as we do. How will I get through this night, Kristen? Breathe deeply. Eat lots of chocolate. Eat lots of chocolate. It is such a luxury chocolate I cannot afford. August 19th, 1905. The play is going on right now as I write. I want to shout out to the world, a night at the Yiddish theater is the best of all things. Have you ever been to the Yiddish theater? Is there music? There is great music. There is a whole families of people in the audience, laughing and weeping, singing and cheering. we have the answer to the question finally. It says right here that she got on stage and froze. She completely froze. This bottle of perfume is my final collectible. It was here at the Thalia when I started as a prop girl. Good work! If you missed any questions earlier, you have another chance to answer them correctly. There we go. I think we got all the questions. That means we're getting close to the end of the story. Let's see how it concludes. In fact though, I do. So though I am sorry for the let, I am overjoyed again for myself because now I am back to playing Raja, and I know I will, as they say, bring down the house. I am so happy, Kristen. You go, girl. You talk in a way that I'm not familiar with, but I hope that you're happy for me too. I think we should read this entry. August 30th, 1905. Dear Zippy, I am so sorry to intrude on your private diary. I saw you writing so many times and even saw you hiding your book in the old trunk. Now because I can't face you, I must write here, knowing you will sometime read my heart. I do not know how to say to you I am sorry for what happened. You were the right actress, the girl who won the part of Raja. And I, admiring your talent, and the one who tried to steal that part. You, Zippy, made me see what it was to be an actress, and I wanted that so badly for myself. But as you know by now, it was not me. I have learned that lesson that it is not good to try to be something you are not. But that lesson was so difficult that I did not have the nerve to face you afterwards, or to tell you I was sorry for my foolishness. You deserve that part, you do. And it was dishonest of me to use my advantages to try to steal it from you. I hope that you will forgive me, and if someday we should cross paths, I beg you not to look upon me with scorn. I truly hope that someday again we shall be friends. You will be a great and famous actress. For this I am sure. Forgive me, your friend, asking for your forgiveness. Dalit. Kristen, did you see what Dalit wrote in my diary? Should I forgive her? Yes. I do not feel forgiveness in my heart, but I know that to forgive Dalit is the right thing to do. What will you do next? I do not know if I can be friends with someone who betrayed me as she did. I don't even like that she opened my diary to ask for forgiveness. For the time being, I will keep my distance from Dalit. I have cherished my friendship with you, Kristen. Perhaps in time Dalit will earn my trust as you have. Goodbye, and thank you for your support. Epilogue. Unfortunately, Zipporah and Dalit never became friends. After her success as Raha, Zippy found steady work in the Yiddish theater. Eventually, she dropped out of high school to pursue acting full-time. She soon became one of the New York Yiddish theater's most famous stars. Hollywood was quick to discover Zippy, and for her first role in Hollywood, in a Hollywood movie, Zippy was nominated for her Academy Award. In 1920, she married Yitzy, who had become a millionaire as a manufacturer of women's coats. They and their 3 children moved to Beverly Hills, California, where they lived in a big house with a swimming pool and tennis courts. They lived a long and happy life together. And that is the story of Zipporah Feldman. Let's go back to the theater and look for all the things that we gathered from the questions, shall we? There's the mirror. I think that's the jewelry box. You get different views. So these are all the little collectibles here. Or maybe that's the jewelry box right there. Oh, there's the ring. I think that's a ring that... Did Yitzy give her that ring? I think it was Yitzy. How about that? The annoying boy she eventually married. It's the ribbon. Oh. Congratulations, Zipporah. Well, there you have it. 6 amazing girls with 6 amazing stories. And of course, my amazing voice acting skills to the best of my ability. I just want to bring the diaries to life to you a little bit without straining my voice too much. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, leaving a comment down below telling me maybe what your favorite story was that we discovered together. Was it Margaret, Abby, Hattie, Mem, Clotee, or Zippy? And of course, why not subscribe if you're new for more nostalgic gaming? Feel free to check out my playlist to see all the other games I've done on this channel. Remember, you are special and loved, you are never alone, and you're always welcome to come back and hang out anytime. Until the next video, God bless. I will see you all later. Bye-bye, my friends.